The departure of BTS superstar Jimin to Paris, France, yesterday became an incredibly exciting, yet tense moment at Incheon International Airport in South Korea. As one of the brightest global pop icons today, Jimin's presence in public places always attracts extraordinary attention from massive crowds. On that day, Jimin was scheduled to fly to the French capital to attend the prestigious Paris Fashion Week. His appearance at the event was not merely as a guest, but as the official global ambassador of the French luxury fashion house Dior. Ever since being announced as Dior's brand ambassador, Jimin's influence in the fashion world has become increasingly undeniable. It was therefore no surprise that his departure was eagerly anticipated by thousands of fans who wanted to bid farewell to their idol in person. The departure area of the airport had already become crowded since dawn, several hours before his scheduled flight. His loyal fans, known for their dedication and unwavering support, arrived carrying various items such as posters, banners, and professional cameras. However, the situation, which had initially been relatively orderly, gradually became uncontrollable as signs of Jimin's arrival appeared near the entrance. As soon as the vehicle carrying the singer pulled up to the airport lobby, loud screams and hysterical cheers erupted throughout the terminal. Fans who had been standing neatly behind the barriers began pushing one another, unwilling to miss the golden opportunity to see Jimin up close. Cries of fans calling his name echoed throughout the departure terminal, creating an incredibly chaotic atmosphere. The situation intensified when Jimin finally entered the airport building, accompanied by staff, members, and security personnel, surrounded by bodyguards. The melodious singer attempted to walk slowly through the growing sea of people. Seeing their idol only a few meters away, many fans could no longer contain their emotions. Their overwhelming desire to interact with him directly led hundreds of them to break through the security barriers that had been set up by airport authorities. In a state of panic and excitement, fans pushed and squeezed forward in an attempt to get closer to Jimin, who was surrounded by the crowd. Ignoring repeated warnings from security personnel, they continued advancing with smartphones and cameras aimed directly at the artist. The main motivation behind these desperate actions was the strong desire to take pictures with Jimin. Not satisfied with capturing photos from afar, some fans even tried hard to reach him and take selfies with the star. Even more boldly, several overly excited fans attempted to exploit gaps in the security line in hopes of hugging their beloved artist. Physical contact and receiving a hug from their idol seemed to be their greatest dream that day, regardless of safety concerns. The pushing and attempts to break through, security immediately turned the situation into a dangerous and tense one, posing risks both to Jimin and to the fans themselves. Some people at the front even stumbled and were crushed due to the pressure from the crowd behind them. Airport security officers and Jimin's personal bodyguards had to work tirelessly, linking arms to form a human barrier in order to protect the artist. They repeatedly issued stern warnings, urging the crowd to step back and make way for Jimin, who was beginning to struggle to move. Despite the chaos and the overwhelming crowd surrounding him, Jimin continued to display remarkable professionalism. Although his expression showed slight surprise at the massive hysteria, he never appeared angry or irritated. The Busan-born singer occasionally nodded and offered small waves to fans who continued calling his name. His warm attitude amid the turmoil only made many fans even more emotional and excited. However, for safety reasons, the security team was forced to quicken Jimin's pace and redirect him toward the immigration checkpoint. This decision was made before the situation could spiral completely out of control and potentially cause serious injuries to everyone involved. Jimin's departure for Paris Fashion Week once again demonstrated the immense scale of his international popularity. As the face of Dior, Jimin's charm and appeal never failed to captivate millions of people around the world. The airport hysteria became another example of the enormous love and obsession fans have for the solo artist. Nevertheless, the incident also sparked heated discussions among netizens about the importance of maintaining safe distances to protect artists in public spaces. After successfully making his way through the overwhelming crowd, Jimin safely entered the restricted area of the airport and prepared for his flight to Paris. His appearance at Paris Fashion Week is expected to become one of the most highly anticipated highlights for fashion observers worldwide. Now that the excitement at Incheon Airport has passed, the attention of fans and global media has shifted to Paris. Everyone is eagerly waiting to see the stylish and dazzling appearance of Dior's global ambassador when he steps onto the red carpet at Paris Fashion Week. The departure of BTS superstar Jimin to Paris, France, yesterday became an incredibly exciting, yet tense moment at Incheon International Airport in South Korea. As one of the brightest global pop icons today, Jimin's presence in public places always attracts extraordinary attention from massive crowds. On that day, Jimin was scheduled to fly to the French capital to attend the prestigious Paris Fashion Week. His appearance at the event was not merely as a guest, but as the official global ambassador of the French luxury fashion house Dior. Ever since being announced as Dior's brand ambassador, Jimin's influence in the fashion world has become increasingly undeniable. It was therefore no surprise that his departure was eagerly anticipated by thousands of fans who wanted to bid farewell to their idol in person. The departure area of the airport had already become crowded since dawn, several hours before his scheduled flight. His loyal fans, known for their dedication and unwavering support, arrived carrying various items such as posters, banners, and professional cameras. However, the situation, which had initially been relatively orderly, gradually became uncontrollable as signs of Jimin's arrival appeared near the entrance. As soon as the vehicle carrying the singer pulled up to the airport lobby, loud screams and hysterical cheers erupted throughout the terminal. Fans who had been standing neatly behind the barriers began pushing one another, unwilling to miss the golden opportunity to see Jimin up close. Cries of fans calling his name echoed throughout the departure terminal, creating an incredibly chaotic atmosphere. The situation intensified when Jimin finally entered the airport building, accompanied by staff, members, and security personnel, surrounded by bodyguards. The melodious singer attempted to walk slowly through the growing sea of people. Seeing their idol only a few meters away, many fans could no longer contain their emotions. Their overwhelming desire to interact with him directly led hundreds of them to break through the security barriers that had been set up by airport authorities. In a state of panic and excitement, fans pushed and squeezed forward in an attempt to get closer to Jimin, who was surrounded by the crowd. Ignoring repeated warnings from security personnel, they continued advancing with smartphones and cameras aimed directly at the artist. The main motivation behind these desperate actions was the strong desire to take pictures with Jimin. Not satisfied with capturing photos from afar, some fans even tried hard to reach him and take selfies with the star. Even more boldly, several overly excited fans attempted to exploit gaps in the security line in hopes of hugging their beloved artist. Physical contact and receiving a hug from their idol seemed to be their greatest dream that day, regardless of safety concerns.